Oh, don't let him see.
Don't look.
This episode, we're modifying the 250 Landcruiser like you have never seen before.
Look at how big we can get this thing reliably so CVs don't explode.
In your opinion, what was the must-have?
Well, that goes without saying for me, isn't it?
We're putting the latest suspension tooth test.
Your stock one actually had a fair bruise on it.
It wasn't me.
No.
This episode, you're going to see the good,
The bad.
and the must-haves for the latest Landcruiser. However, as per usual, no vehicle is without its flaws.
What is wrong with it?
Oh,
That's
shit.
not me. I can't even drive. Oh, body boots closing. Why is it beeping at me?
Step back.
Let me drive. Breathe. Touch lock.
He's yelling at you in Morse code. We're an AdBlue diesel EV. Get your head around that. If you're keen for the pros and cons of this new vehicle, stick around to the end. But for now, let's get stuck into this build.
Shaka Mahala, my dudes and dudettes. First episode of the Prado build. Sorry, Landcruiser 250 if you're from America. What are we doing this episode? We are lifting it, we're changing wheels, we're changing tyre sizes, and we're changing colour. First up, we're heading down to Jono's down in Brisbane, Martini Motor Styling. A few too many of these getting built in white. Now, it was the only colour I could get at the time. I wanted to get one of the first. I don't even know why I rushed. We're changing the colour. It's not staying white. And then we're going Superior. We're going to do some R&D work on suspension, see what kind of heights and lifts and coil rates and stuff we can choose for this thing. So we've got our KMC wheels coming. To top it off, we're going to fat bar slider and possibly twin lock this bad boys. All things to come. We're down with Jono. How are you, mate?
Right. Good and yourself?
Good, good. This is Jono's side hustle. He wraps cars.
Yeah.
And you're still fixer by day.
Yep.
Car wrapper by night.
Yep.
Pretty much Batman. So we're going satin black.
Yep.
Done many satin black ones?
Yeah,
Or
I've done.
colours?
Yeah, I've done one. Yeah.
Done one.
I was actually saying it was a white to satin black.
Oh, well,
a whole
he's-
different car. Yeah.
He's well experienced in the white to black matter. So
Alrighty, Jono was chomping at the bit to get stuck into this job. So Mac has left the car down with him, and it does take a fair while to wrap a vehicle to this extent. So about 1 week later, and Macca gets to see the final product.
so sick.
Yeah.
I'm scared to touch it. Alrighty, we're here. It's done. Jono's talked me into going the gloss black mirrors and handles, and it matches the factory gloss black trims.
Yeah, ties it in.
So question I have, how do you look after wrap?
Ideally, ceramic coat it and careful when you wash it. Don't like pressure wash the edges too bad and keep it gouged.
Keep it gouged, yeah.
But they're really it's pretty tough. Pretty hard to ruin. So
Yeah. Alrighty, well I guess that's a wrap. Oh, I've been wanting to say that since we dropped it off. Anyway, so she's all done. We got a little bit of painting to do, just the grill and the intricate stuff. Dude, looks absolutely insane.
yeah, big difference.
I've always wanted to wrap a car. I'm pretty devo it's not my car. So it's gonna be one of you guys. But thanks again, mate. Appreciate it. Don't forget to hit up Jono, Martini Motor Styling. Jono's in the rain bar in Brizzy. Thanks again, mate.
No worries.
Down at our favourite place, Superior Engineering, and we're doing the R&D on the mighty 250 Landcruiser. Look at this black 79. I just met the owner, I didn't actually catch his name. He said he was inspired by my cruiser, so he built one better than mine. We're back with Angus, we're here. We're doing all of the R&D. Run us through it, what's cracking? I'm probably yelling because
You are yelling.
I got earplugs in.
Yeah, we've already done a fair bit on the Prado, but today we're just confirming spring rates, shock lengths, valving, so we can get front struts and coils, rear coils in, a few other little bits, brake lines and that, underbody protection. Look at how big we can get this thing reliably so CVs don't explode. We've got the billet lowers in, got some new billet UCAs for the front.
Billet, one would say.
Very fancy, new product. So yeah, getting it up now so you can get those big tyres on it, really. The black is schmick. The wrap looks real good. Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Very, very Mad Max vibes. No good.
It's not gonna tape much.
We'll sort that out.
I've already bent the front one.
It's pretty buckled.
Bash plates for these as well.
So there'll be underbody protection, rear lowers, rear uppers, panhard, front UCAs, coil shocks, struts. the usual.
Yeah.
Just to get the immediate things out of the way. Diff drop we're looking at.
Whoever wins this car, I'd just like to say thank you for letting us create cool stuff with it.
Letting us have fun with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, you'll enjoy your new Landcruiser because it's stunning.
Wait till you see these new billet arms. I'll show you guys now.
Yeah.
Using a OEM style bush now.
OEM style rubber bush, pressed into a forged adjuster for our adjustability.
With a full billet.
Yeah, made it with our traditional billet alloy, so beautiful bit of kit. We'll chuck them in, we'll show you.
300 sway bar.
Yeah, so on the Prado, the sway bar's at the rear of on the 300 it runs through here, but obviously Toyota got a few other things going on here. So it's one of those things where, like I said, same chassis, but they just put it together differently. Because they use this platform on the Tacomas, the Tundras, claim the new Hilux will be built on this same platform. Ooh. So it suits a coil and leaf arrangement in the rear. Pretty fancy. But the struts are similar to the 300, but the spring rate is just so different because these are so much lighter.
Step down away from the bloody music. I've got the rear pretty well buttoned up. The boys have worked out all the coils. These should sit at a 2-inch. Worked out all of our droop, how far down we can come. It's really cool how they work out the coil rates. Have a calibrated machine that compresses the spring, the measurement of the spring at ride height, and then you compress it to the same height and see how much weight it takes to compress to that height, and then you know your loaded rate. In this case, it's like 500 something kilos each coil. Work it all out that way. Anyway, it's very magical stuff. It's all coming along. Rear's sorted, front's going in probably tomorrow. Be back on the road. I'm gonna borrow TJ's at 35s and get those bad boys on there for now, just for testing purposes. Update day 2, we are kicking goals. The front is done, we're just tightening everything up. Sway bar links are in, pretty good. Gonna get the wheels on. We've already put them on, done a bit of clearancing on the guards. It really didn't need much. Now, old Lil and Jake had a little bit of drama with this bolt falling out, so I was gonna make a joke dipping it in a tub of red Loctite, but I won't. I'll just put some blue on because that's all it needs. Or was it red? Anyway, make sure you Loctite it because it can fall out. It's very important. Okay, and then it's got like a rubber bonded inner and outer tube. Basically, needs to be done up at ride height, so it's with the car on the ground and the weight on. So things like your wheel alignment with the bushes in there, strut bolt. Wheels are going on, brakes are bled, extended lines are in, struts are in, springs are in, sway bar links are in, upper control arms are in, everything but the dip drop and the new bash plates. But it's going to come back and get finished, bring it back, and the boys will finish all their testing, finish all their development. I don't know, it's really hot. I'm very excited. Gotta say, massive thank you to Type Power, Caloundra and Moray Field. Quick delivery down to Superior because I forgot wheel nuts, and these are special shanked wheel nuts, so they got to go in to get more purchase on the thread. I don't know, do you want to try it? Let's try it.
That feels okay.
Yeah, I'm not mad about that. Now we've decided that I'm on the left, you're on the right.
I'm on the right. That's where I was when we did the first video.
Is that right? Anyway, we're back with Angus.
Hey guys.
Angus is the lead R&D man at Superior, and tell you what, we just knocked that out of the park. When I say we, I mean me.
All Mac.
So
my boys just watched and learned.
Yeah, we've got a bang on 50mm lift in the rear, like to the millimeter.
Perfect. Next step, bit of street driving, get a feel for it. Make sure the valving for the front struts, rear shocks is on point, and the springs we've gone with rate-wise. See what you think. We'll do some driving as well. We've got to get it back for a few more things, possibly some shock tuning, but yeah, immediately go for a drive.
All right, yeah, bit of shock tuning. So it's getting a wheel alignment at the moment. Got these fancy billet lower arms. They are beautiful.
They're gorgeous.
Remote reservoirs in the front. They come up very tasty.
They're taking our new billet res clamps. So see exactly what we can get away with.
So we got the long boy shocks in the front and the rear.
Yeah.
Testing purposes.
Yeah,
of course.
Testing purposes. The diff drop's underway. What we can get away with there. So that's all happening as well.
Yep. That's going to be a big one for long travel. Just looking at it, it didn't bind at full droop, but it's not happy.
No, so. Its behaviour is similar to the 300 actually in that respect. So we just want to try and protect that CV life. So
Yeah,
for the big boys.
So we're working on, the boys are working on the diff drop for that. It's completely different to the 300. A lot of things were a lot different to the 300.
Things that did bolt in, like lower arms, and that's sort of where a lot of the similarities actually stopped, as you saw.
Yeah,
like,
they went in pretty quick.
They went in pretty easy.
The rest was really slowed us up.
Yeah, it was a bit painful, but in the front, the bump stop arrangement's different. The sway bars at the back, not at the front of the car, like this control arm. So a lot of things to consider, but I mean, for the most part, it was pretty easy job.
When should people be looking for a kit to be available?
I would say by the time this has gone live, a lot of these parts will be available individually. Kit availability is going to come down to how long it's going to take for us to build the shocks. This has been built on prototypes, which we're happy with the design, so now we just need to get them made. So they might take a few months. Yeah, a lot of the individual components are going to be available. If people are getting around on a bit bigger tyres, stock suspension, want to protect some things, your lowers, your sway bar links, your heavy duty links, if you want to get some alignment with those big tyres, the uppers will be available soon. So
bash plates.
Bash plates, we're pushing hard to get those knocked out. There'll be some rear shock guards because, like the 300, that shock is very exposed.
It is at the front, yes.
Very exposed, yeah. So your stock one actually had a fair bruise on it.
Oh, it wasn't me.
No.
I also smashed the bash plate. I bent the bash plate up, and that's on a pretty mild track that I went on. So it doesn't take much for the stock at a stock height with stock wheels to really bash these things apart. So bash plates is definitely the way to go because you're just going to protect that underneath.
100%. So we'll by the time this is aired, if people jump on our website, there'll be a bunch of 250 specific parts up and ready to go for them to order to start adding to it.
Had a bit of time.
1,000 Ks we've done. So
done a few mods.
I reckon we run through some pros and cons so far.
Pros and cons. Will you start with cons or pros?
Oh, probably pros, because there's a lot of pros, and keep you in suspense for the cons. What is wrong with it?
That's right. Well, how did they get this so right?
Well, for starters, they made it absolutely nothing like the old Prado. However, the biggest issue is if you compare this car to a 150 Prado, it is chalk and cheese. It is completely different, off the radar. But everyone seems to be comparing them to a 300 series, but you can't.
Which is like a big mistake.
It's a different car, different diffs, different engines.
Compared to the 150 Prado, it's a whole different thing.
Oh yeah. And at the end of the day, the Prado is supposed to be the cheaper version. At 90 grand. At 90 grand or 87 grand for a GXL.
Yeah.
And
so what was this Pro? Oh, you've lost it.
So we'll get, okay. Back to the pros. All-wheel drive. So when it comes to day-to-day driving in the wet, you got extra traction, and you also have got the 8-speed automatic.
It's very smooth.
Very smooth. It's not a ZF8, so it's a Toyota 8-speed.
Do you think it's got anything to do with this EV badge here? Talk of the smoothness of that gearbox.
EV is a pro and a con.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it real nippy on the takeoff.
Yeah, okay.
However, I recently watched, I'm sure we've all seen it if you're a Prado enthusiast, a car sales YouTube episode where he smashes through a mud hole and it destroyed the 48 volt system. It just turned it all off. And
you don't say.
So the old EV currently is a pro and a con. What con have you got for me?
If I was to pick a con, hi everybody, step back.
It's opening.
There's a Prado.
Opening, it's done.
Safe, you can come in.
It is a bit of a con. It is very annoying. It just needs to beep once. It doesn't need to beep 700 times.
Camp at night and you just need something to out of your boot at 2 a.m. in the morning. You're going to wake up the entire campsite.
Yeah, no one's happy with you. Inside has been a sore point. It's been a con for everyone in every single review.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably two 250mm of room from the seats. Because the batteries are under it, they can't tuck into the floor like a 300. Everyone goes on about the bucket. You can literally unclip it and throw it in the bin if you want. Like in 2 seconds flat, it comes out.
It's kind of handy though.
It's freaking handy. We've got baby bags. We've got our buckets for the beach. I think it's a freaking great idea.
You should bloody work at Toyota, mate.
I should work at Toyota. Absolutely amp. I could get in there with it. But like, this is a pram in there and an umbrella.
Oh, you know what? It's too big.
It's, oh,
That's too big.
God, when has too big ever been an issue? I hate it when people say it's too big.
Fuse, is this flooring a pro or a con in your eyes?
Look, I'm not mad about it, and you've got 7 seats.
You're very on the fence.
I'm on the fence, but...
People want pros and they want cons. I don't need a bloke sitting in the back next to his pram.
Damn it, he's got me. It's a pro. I have 7 seats, and I still have absolutely ample room for swags, a fridge slot, like a drawer fridge, heaps of stuff.
Is it making you uneasy about how far away I am?
You are going a long way away. To be honest, I think people are just purposely trying to find things to whinge about with these cars, just probably to get clicks. Everybody, boots closing.
Holy crap.
Boots closing.
Stand clear.
In case you're wondering.
Now
It's
you
sharp.
can go near it.
Yeah.
It's safe.
It's safe now. Is that door open? Why is it beeping at me?
That's what this car does.
It beeps a lot. That's a con.
That's a con. All right. We've got a
Oh,
con.
the key's inside it.
We've got a
All
con,
right.
people. We've got a
All
con.
right. Key's inside it. So that beep was to let me know the key's inside it. So we have touch lock. That is a straight. This is probably the main con of mine. Is how much this car friggin' beeps.
It's yelling at you in Morse code. I think a con is having that AdBlue, another problem to endure.
Correct.
We're an AdBlue diesel EV. Get your head around that.
Actually, talking to my good pal Uncle Pooley, who spent a lot of years as a truck mechanic. If you ask the truckies, AdBlue's actually a pretty good thing for the motor, because instead of the engine dumping heaps of fuel into the engine to burn out the DPF, it just adds the AdBlue in, and everything stays cool, but it clears out the DPF.
Oh, so it's still got a DPF too.
It's still got DPF, yes.
Right, so there's 4 things
there's
there.
4 cons. Moving to the interior, this is where majority of the pros are. Very easy to use climate control. Everything is extremely stylish. We can change all the rear fan, which is all ducted through the roof. We can turn on the air-conditioned seats. We can turn on the heated seats. 3 USB-C ports, HDMI port. We've got this massive info screen with wireless CarPlay. We have a wireless charging pad. Mode selects, we got sport mode, all that. We've got a digital display for the speedo.
You're claiming it follows white lines, mate.
It follows the lines when you're on cruise control.
I'm gonna have to see this line control function in person.
Oh, we can show you.
You meant to just hold it just in case.
Oh yeah, it beeps at you if you don't hold it. Bad road to test it on, because this is like a weird line marking road that we're on, and I don't know, anything could happen. Oh Jesus! Whoa! Whoa! Interesting. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. But the con, where's the cons on the interior? Friggin' beeping at me. So
Oh yeah.
if I have my arm here, there must be a camera in here. So if my arm's here, it tells me it can't see my face and beeps at me. And if my arm's here and I'm looking at here to change a song, or I'm looking at the beautiful scenery out there when I'm at the
Nature.
beach, it just beeps at me. And
I'm on a beach. I can't hit anything.
yeah, get off my back. So it also has adaptive cruise though, which is cool. So it just follows whatever the car in front's doing. Tow haul mode, I don't know much about that sort of stuff, so that's something you would have to follow Lil and Jake for. They're doing a lot of towing and stuff. When you stop at their traffic lights and the car turns off. So this, it only turns the car off if you put your foot down real hard at a set of lights. If you just on the brake normal, it won't turn the car off and then back on when you release the brakes.
That's kind of
So
cool, I think.
I like it. It sort of gives you the option for,
your foot.
I'm going to be here for a while. I'll put my foot down a bit more. It'll turn the car off, save some fuel.
That's
So,
pretty cool.
yeah, I didn't mind that one.
Oh, but Galar agrees as well.
Look how light that steering is.
Electric assist steering rack,
I'd reckon it must be. 'Cause
same as Ford Ranger, I reckon.
it is impressive how light the steering is. The big wheel arches are good because they fit big wheels.
Can I come up with another con?
It's slow.
There it is.
It is slow. But so is a 150 Prado, and so is a Hilux, and so is a...
I mean, so coming back to comparing it with its previous predecessor would be the word.
I'd say it's faster.
On par, probably.
I'd say it's faster. The EV sort of helps. It gives it a nice little kick off the mark. It's not fast. It's a Hilux wagon. One of the other cons, TJ.
Oh, okay.
That I
here
keep
we go.
hearing about.
Here we go.
I think it's more the fact that it's a diesel is what I would say, because diesels are noisy.
Oh, yeah.
Name a diesel that is whisper quiet.
Well,
I'll wait.
I'm used to it. It doesn't seem loud to me.
No, it doesn't seem loud to me either. And I would know, because I'm the world's best real Land Cruiser review team.
Where are we, mate? We're lost.
I don't know, but I've just found another con.
Oh, lots of beeping, more beeping.
More beeping, but oh, see, I didn't press the brake then.
Oh, it's telling you it's basically saying how bad you are at driving.
Stop beeping at me! This is some sort of parking situation. Like, I get it, I'd like if you reverse into something, but that's just a piece of grass.
Oh, that's for like hill starts and that, isn't it? Brake.
See, I didn't do that.
Oh, really?
That was no foot.
That's just like that, how it followed that line back there.
Oh!
Oh!
Whoa! Disclaimer, that was me. Interesting. In reverse, how do you turn that off?
Anyway, guys, while we're out here, that's our little film spot we come sometimes. We figured we just found a little dirt road. Probably should hit the test track to test the suspension properly.
We're just waiting on the diff drop.
Yeah, it doesn't have a diff drop yet, so it shouldn't be flexing around and binding everything up. But we can do some fast impact stuff here.
Because we've gone the long travel shocks front rear, and it gets very, very nice travel. Same as TJ300 out of the front. Like for an IFS car,
Yeah, it's good.
these things are good. I don't know, they must have a lot longer UCAs and LCAs and stuff, but they get good travel in the front.
It's very small bumps here. It's
Yeah,
basically just a gravel road, but
there's
a
nothing
few
too extreme.
dips. It's just to see if we've got the spring rates set nicely.
Pretty much.
So, what do you reckon? Whoa! Whoa! All right, this is what we're dealing with, guys. Super extreme off-road. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a bit of a 1 foot dip. Oh, what do we reckon, sir?
He's taking it like a bloody champion. That's actually really smooth.
The front's very good.
That's impressive. Rear's maybe a little too soft, maybe. It's a little touch floaty, but pretty good.
Oh, mud. Oh, was that ABS?
That was it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just turn around and do that
Just
again.
Go do that again. I don't. Oh. Okay.
Oh,
That's
shit.
not me. I can't even drive. Oh, here we go, we're back.
Imagine getting stuck in the bush, but you're just between the grass and the other grass.
Oh.
Stop it. Surely that's not you.
That's not me.
Are you kidding? Turn this off.
I can't. Let me drive! That's let me drive.
I'm gonna say, guys, this makes you look like a really bad driver from the outside.
Oh,
All right, move.
Breathe. Breathe.
Right, drive through the brake.
Drive through the brake. Oh my god.
Turn it off.
Burn it. All right, here we go. We're good.
Oh, spiderweb.
Spiderweb. All right, we're good.
Well, I'm sure you can turn that off. That's insane if you can't. Honestly, see someone who doesn't know how to go off road, getting.
No, it didn't turn off.
It's still doing it. Imagine getting stuck here between grass. That would be insane.
It eventually lets you drive through it, but like
It's not happy about
that
it.
one. Let's try this one. Rear cross traffic alert. No.
Well, for our viewers at home, I'm going to include this as another con. Rear braking without.
Can't drive over grass.
Can't drive over grass. In your opinion, what was the must-have?
Well, that goes without saying for me, isn't it? Upgraded suspension.
Yeah, it actually does seem very comfortable.
It is very comfortable for a 3-inch front and 2-inch rear.
It drives pretty similar to how mine drives, really, to be honest.
Next to the Prado is we need, well, one is the diff drop, so it's heading back to Superior, get some more R&D done, and then we need some bar work, we need some protection. So we have got full rear bar, I'll let you guess where it's from, Cruiser Company, some fat bar solutions, as well as some Superior Engineering bash plates underneath the car. Need to keep this thing protected. That's how we're going to do it.
But then, of course, testing.
Oh, and then we get to test it.
Is this car going to be able to do test track?
Straight to the test track, I reckon. We do have a front locker coming too. Oh! In case you're drifting. Settings. So apparently...
Vehicle body colour, you got to change it to black, mate.
I did. I just did then when I found that. I was like, that's very cool. I've turned everything off. Like, look at this Christmas tree over here. I've turned collision control, reverse control, park assist, everything. Everything but blindside monitoring. and lane departure.
And reverse park braking.
Maybe if we
Oh, you've got an inclinator too. That's sick.
Oh yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, there it is.
That's kind of cool.
It's a bit slow to get to it, but it's working.
Someone's gonna have to tell us in the comments. How do we stop the thing slamming the brakes on?